everybody, it's me. I am alive. I'm here, and I'm here to tell you everything that's been going on in my life over the past few months. It has been crazy. I'm so sorry that I haven't posted a video, but I'm not going to lie to you. It's been the craziest time thus far over the last 4 years since I've been in school. So I want to tell you that I did graduate. I have my BSN in nursing. My graduation was great. We had our pinning ceremony and then our graduation, like walking across the stage to get our diploma the day after. I'll post pictures at the end so you guys can see, how my graduation went and, what it looked like. And I'm so glad that I've finally accomplished it. The second piece of news I have is that on Monday of this week, I took my NCLEX and I passed. I found out that I passed on Wednesday, so I am an RN. And it's over. It's over. Like, this journey, I mean, when you look at my videos from 2 years ago, like, this journey has just been absolutely nuts. And I'm just so glad that it's over. I'm so happy to be done. So there were a lot of trials and tribulations that happened during this process and the last couple months. Unfortunately, in April, my husband broke his humerus, which is something that I didn't realize how debilitating of an injury that a broken humerus is, but it is crazy. It's not like a regular broken arm. It is awful. People who have broken humeruses cannot bend over, they can't get out of a chair, they can't get out of bed. He had to sleep on his back like this for weeks and weeks. So it was really tough because it happened right before my finals. So I was at home nursing him and taking care of him. Plus I'm still a CNA, so I was an aide on my floor at work 2 nights a week. And that's 2 12-hour shifts. Plus, I'm trying to do finals, and I did my my capstone, my clinical, where I did 8 12-hour shifts in the ER with a nurse. So it was just nuts. Like, I was just going crazy, going nonstop. I shed a lot of tears. I was stressed out of my mind, and like I said, now that it's finally over, I feel like a giant weight has been lifted off my shoulders. My husband's doing okay, by the way. We went to the doctor. The day I passed my NCLEX, actually, we went to the doctor and they said that it's really starting to heal. There's a lot of soft cartilage growing. He's been at home for the past 8 weeks. He hasn't been able to work. So that's another reason I didn't make a video, because to be honest, it's really weird to sit here and talk to you guys with him like just in the background. And our house is really small. It's only a 1 bedroom, so there's not really much like escaping it. So he would just be sitting there awkward behind me. So I wanted to wait until he was, at work or out of the house. And today he's finally back to work and doing better. So like I said, it's been crazy. The most wonderful piece of news I have, though, beyond all of that, is that I was offered a job. So I told you guys that my dream is to be in the ER. My last preceptorship with a nurse, which was, some schools call it a capstone, where you spend 8 12-hour shifts with a nurse, that was in the ER at the hospital that I work for. And the hospital that I work for offers a new graduate ER residency program. And what it is it's a year-long program that you work with a preceptor or multiple preceptors throughout the year in the ER. It's specifically for people who want to be ER nurses or trauma nurses. And it's a year-long program. They invest a lot of money into you. I think I was told that it's $300,000 per resident. They only pick 4 people, and I was one of the people that was chosen. It is probably one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. I, found out about this residency about 1.5 years or 2 years ago. I got the job at this hospital specifically because I was planning to apply for this residency. Every year they have about 800 to 1,000 applicants. You have to submit your resume first, and then after that you write an essay talking about why you want to be an ER or trauma nurse. And then they narrow it down to 25 candidates, and then you come in for an incredibly intense interview day. And after that, you find out they narrow it down to 4 people from the 25. So the interview was crazy. You have 3 rooms, and each room is a panel of people, like 5 to 8 people, and you walk into each room. You have 20 minutes in each room, and they just rapid fire questions at you, and you have to be really prepared and think on the spot. I spent about 3 weeks before the interview preparing with my husband. He did mock interviews with me. We went through tons of questions. I thought up, all these possible scenarios from my previous work history that I could use as examples when they asked me for an example of something, So it was nuts, like crazy. Thank God I did my clinical in the ER. I really think that was something that was really, really a deciding factor for them to pick me. My nurse preceptor, she put in a good word with management and said, that I work hard and that I really love ER nursing, and she really, I'm sure, helped me out in that way. But I think I just had to prove myself to them. And, the other residents that were chosen, 2 of them are from out of state. And another one is not an employee of the hospital. I'm the only person who's an employee of the hospital. So those residents that were chosen, I'm sure, are brilliant ladies. I found out that we're all female. All females were chosen, which is pretty awesome. Girl power. So the other 3 ladies that were chosen, I'm sure, are incredible and incredibly smart and driven, because I'm an employee of the hospital, so that kind of gives me a leg up. But they are, like I said, 2 of them are completely from out of state. So I'm excited to meet them, and I'm excited to see if our personalities mesh, because we're going to be really close, working closely together over the next year. They have projects lined up for us. We spend about a month or a little over a month going to all the critical care units. So not only are we in the ER, the regular ER, and we are in the psych ER, and we are in the pediatric ER. We rotate to all 3 ERs. We also will be able to do ride-alongs with the ambulance and paramedics. We will be on the burn unit, on the CCU, on step downs, on the pediatric ICU. I mean, we're going to literally be all over the hospital following nurses in different units just to see a day in the life or a week in the life of these nurses. So it's just going to be such an awesome opportunity for me to learn, to hone my skills, and to be the best ER nurse I can be. And at the end of the year, you are automatically transferred into a position as a staff nurse. The cool thing about this residency is it's not like other residencies where you're taking a pay cut. I'm offered the same salary that a new nurse starting, a new staff nurse, new graduate staff nurse on any other floor would be offered. Same benefits, same vacation time, same schedule. The only difference is we will be in a class with the medical residents every Wednesday, which I find really cool. So we're going to be in a classroom setting with them, learning all these trauma things, I guess, with the ER medical residents. So that's my news. I graduated. I passed the NCLEX. I have my dream job. Literally, I didn't think 2 years ago that this would be my life at this point. And I am beyond humbled and blessed, seriously. When I found out that I got that job, I bawled my eyes out. I cried so much because I just felt so accomplished that I've come this far. It was funny, the story of them telling me about the fact that I got the job was I was in clinical with my nurse, and my preceptor, she already knew, and she was pretending the whole day. She lied to me and told me that they hadn't decided yet and I should find out in the next couple days. So, we're doing our regular stuff, just going about our shift, and they said, hey, we want to see you guys in the management office. And I'm not lying to you, I thought that we were about to get in trouble because I thought that she had allowed me to do something that I wasn't allowed to do as a nursing student or something. And we were going to get talked to about it. That's really what was going through my head. So as we're walking to the management office, I'm like, oh my God, I don't even work here. And I'm in trouble already. I don't even work in this unit and I'm in trouble. So we get into the office, and they're kind of the patient care director, she's like kind of beating around the bush a little bit. And I'm just standing there, like in my mind, like, oh my gosh, am I in trouble? What is happening here? And she says, well, we have something to tell you. And I was like, okay. She goes, we want to welcome you to the ED family, and we can't wait for you to start in September. And I literally just burst into tears and just kept saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I actually, me crying made 4 other people in the room cry, made the 2 of the managers, one of the other like office ladies, and my nurse, my preceptor that I work with. She started crying, and I was just hugging everybody. It was like the perfect way for them to tell me, because they already made me feel welcome just being a student nurse there and learning from all the nurses on the unit. But like for them to give me hugs and tell me that I'm going to be working with them starting in September, it was just phenomenal. So I start the residency program September 17th is my first day, and I'm excited. I'm excited to start. I'm excited to start making real money again. I'm excited for a lot of things. I feel like this year is going to be my year. You know, all of us, you guys know you're in school or you've graduated, but you're probably in school or starting a program or thinking about starting nursing school. And I'm not going to lie to you, it has been hard. There are times where it was horrible. Like, I remember so many times I have cried, I've questioned myself. I said, why am I doing this? I have so many other skills. Why am I going to school for this? What is going on, Jessica? Why did you do this? Why don't you go be a manager for a restaurant? I've been in food and beverage for years. Go do that, you know? That's the easy way. But I knew that there was something inside of me that told me to keep pushing and that I would be successful if I just kept going and kept going and kept going. So I did, and you know, I really see the fruits of all of my labor now. I am so humbled and thankful for this, and I'm just so excited for my future. So I'm encouraging everybody, if you're there and you're like, I'm over this, I'm so over this shit, like I can't take it anymore, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I'm telling you, just keep pushing. Keep pushing. You got it. Just study hard. Revolve your life around school for the next 2 years or 1 year or 1 semester, whatever you have left. Revolve your life around it. Yes, you're going to not have a social life. Yes, you're going to probably get in arguments with your significant other pretty often. Yes, you're going to miss things. If you have kids, you're going to miss out on their stuff. You're going to miss out on events with your family. But I'm telling you, the end result, that pass that you see after you stress out like crazy and take the NCLEX, and that first job offer that you get, it's going to make all of it worth it. All of it. So please, just trust me when I tell you the end is worth it. The juice is worth the squeeze, and stay strong. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad I finally did an update. I've been thinking about doing an update for so long, so I'm glad that I finally just sat down and did it. I'm sorry if this video was a little long, but you know me, I tend to ramble a little. I'm going to make some more videos in the future about different things. Comment below if you want me to tell you, you know, my strategy for studying for the NCLEX. I'll make a video for how I studied for the NCLEX. It was really stressful. I studied for about 3 weeks, and it was stressful the whole time. So I'm not gonna lie to you and sugarcoat it and say it was easy. It's not easy. And that test is from the devil. That test is straight from hell. It is absolutely horrible, terrible, awful, hard. Every bad word that you can think of is that test. It was the hardest thing I've done in the last 2 years, by far. Harder than any other test I took, because you don't know how to study for it. You don't know what to expect. You have no idea the type of questions they're going to ask you. So I'll make a video specifically talking about, you know, how I studied for the NCLEX and the things I did and what my friends did, different strategies that we used. That's it. Everybody enjoy your summer. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm going to enjoy my summer. My last day as an aide is August 4th, and then I have 5 or 6 weeks off until I start my job, and I'm taking vacations. I'm like going crazy. So have a wonderful one. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.